Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Eric Barbour and I help ophthalmologists attract premium cataract and refractive surgery patients online. And today I want to discuss how pay-per-click works for generating new patients. Now, most people have heard of PPC before, but I want to make sure you have a good understanding of pay-per-click advertising and what you should do in running your own campaigns, or how to make sure the firm running your campaigns knows what they are doing. So let's get into it. The first thing you need to know about pay-per-click is that at the end of the day, there are three different parties involved in running PPC ads. The first party involved is the patient or person searching online by entering a keyword in the search bar. The second party involved are advertisers. In other words, you and other practices are bidding on keywords within Google. Finally, there's Google itself. Now, I know there are different search engines out there like Bing and Yahoo, but at the end of the day, when searching online, no one says go Yahoo it or go Bing it. They say go Google it, and for good reason. Google receives the lion's share of search engine traffic, so we're going to focus mainly on Google whenever we're referring to PPC advertising. So let's break down how this might work. When someone is thinking about having LASIK surgery, one of the first things they might do is head over to Google and type in the keyword, how much does LASIK cost, into the search bar. This is what we all do when we need the answer to something, right? I mean, imagine if your water heater goes out. One of the first things that you're going to do is head on over to Google and start searching online for a plumber or emergency hot water heater repair. The next step in this process is that because we know the types of keywords people are searching for, as advertisers, we can bid on those keywords and position ourselves to be found when people are searching on Google. In this case, we bid $5 on the search term, how much does LASIK cost? That means that each time someone clicks on the advertisement that we have running in our Google PPC campaign, we're going to pay Google $5, hence the name pay-per-click advertising. And the final piece of the puzzle is that Google allows advertisers to bid in an auction, then displays those ads based on something they call ad rank. So as you can see in this example, when I typed in the keyword, how much does LASIK cost, the following ads appeared. These particular advertisers bid on the search term, how much does LASIK cost, and based on their ad rank, they appeared in the search engine results. We're going to dig deeper into what ad rank means in a second, but the first thing we need to consider is that the Google ad auction is not a simple auction. For example, my brother and his friends are all into restoring classic cars. It's their hobby and they absolutely love it. They spend all their waking hours discussing classic cars, rebuilding them, looking for parts for them, and ultimately they sell them and move on to the next project. But when they do sell them, they're sold into something similar to the Barrett-Jackson car auction. Not sure if you've seen this on TV or not, but if you haven't seen it, it's basically similar to what takes place during an art auction. The auctioneer stands in the front of the room, people place their bids, and the highest bidder at the end of the night is going to be the winner. The Google ad auction, on the other hand, is not a simple auction. The way you compete and win in the Google ad auction is not by having the highest bid, but by having the highest ad rank. Let me explain for a second. Ad rank is a combination of the amount of money you bid for that particular keyword, as well as something called your quality score. Now, the amount you bid on a keyword, that's pretty straightforward. We probably all understand what that means. In our example, it was $5. However, let's take a look at what quality score means. Now, your quality score is going to come down to three major factors. These three factors are how relevant Google feels your keywords are, how relevant your ad text is, and whether or not your landing page is relevant to the keywords you're bidding on. You know, all things being equal, the more congruent these three factors are with what Google feels should be presented to someone who's searching for those particular keywords that you're targeting, the higher your quality score is going to be, and as a result, the higher your ad rank is going to be. Now, let's take a look at an example of how this might play out. All right, in this example, we have 4 different doctors. They're all bidding on the exact same keyword. How much does LASIK cost? Again, the highest bidder doesn't necessarily win. Google's going to rank them based on their ad rank, which we just covered. Now, this doesn't mean that more than just these 4 practices weren't bidding for the same keyword. It just means that Google ranked these particular 4 practices at the top because their ad rank was the highest. Now, let's take a look at the person in the first spot. Let's give him a name. Let's call him Dr. Jim. Jim didn't necessarily have the highest bid price. As we can compare his bid price to the others, he simply had the highest ad rank, which again, ad rank is your bid price plus combined with your quality score. Dr. Susan, on the other hand, in the second position, actually placed a higher bid than Dr. Jim. However, her overall ad rank was lower because her quality score was lower. So again, we combine quality score and bid price, which gives us our ad rank. And so she ended up a little lower than Jen. So this same thing took place for the person in the third and the fourth spot. And if we look a little closer at the physician in the fourth spot, we see that this person actually bid the highest, but they also had the lowest quality score. So therefore, they had the lowest ad rank. Think of it like this. At the end of the day, we're in control of how much we bid and how high our quality score is, which means we can move the needle on our ad rank. But you'd be surprised at how many people fall short and lose money on their PPC campaigns because they don't know how to manage the right combination of bid price and quality score. They simply think they can bid more than their competitors, and therefore that will get them in the top slot. Oftentimes this leads to disappointment and frustration and causes people to believe that PPC doesn't work. However, making sure you have the right campaigns that are targeted to the right keywords, putting together effective campaigns that are enticing enough to actually get someone to click on your advertisements in the first place, then having ad copy that's persuasive enough that gets them to continue down the buyer's journey and ultimately gets them to share their contact information and or book a consultation or an appointment with us is always going to be rewarded. All right, guys, that's it for today. If you don't mind, if you thought this was helpful, please like and share the presentation, and also subscribe to our channel if you want more content like this. And if you need some help making sense out of all this stuff, please give us a shout. Until next time, cheers.